We have a situation developing for England right now. Hurricane Lorenzo is now bearing down on England. So let's go regions, and let's go to Western Europe. Or Europe. Yeah. Let's go to Europe right now. Preset moisture. Yeah, actually. Yeah, let's go to Atlantic. So there's there's a remnants of Lorenzo right here. Look at that. Hurricane Lorenzo then slammed right into Europe. Yeah, right into England. So yeah, looks like Northern Ireland's going to get the worst of it. Go regions, and let's go to Europe. And let's look at lower dynamics. Let's look at some winds. So yeah, looks like there's going to be 40-50 mile an hour winds. Look, the effects already should be starting in Southwest Ireland. They should already be getting strong south winds right now. We're just about to get. Let's go to windy.com. So temperatures here in the 40s and 50s. But as this storm comes closer, there's going to be quite a bit of wind here, guys. And winds of 50-60 miles an hour, buffeting parts of Western Ireland. So yeah, it's going to be a very windy day for Ireland. And it's going to Friday. Even in England, it's going to be pretty windy as the remnants of Lorenzo go right into England. Yeah, so it's gonna be quite windy tonight and into tomorrow. So there's a center of what will be Lorenzo, center of Lorenzo there. There's a center of Lorenzo here, and then it basically breaks up and then it falls apart. That could be the center of Lorenzo. No. Yep. Yeah, that is the center of Lorenzo, guys. So, and then basically, energy transfers and it goes into Germany and the Netherlands. So the center of Lorenzo now is over Germany. It might be producing no rain, maybe some light rain. I don't know. So therefore, this is I believe the European. Change to the GFS now. And also showing area of low pressure. And let's go to the icon model. So this is the eye right here. 3 mile an hour winds. So it still has an eye-like behavior. This is what it is like right now, basically. Yep. So this run is showing much slower path for the storm. And now let's look at the weather for us here. So, yep, there's gonna be quite a storm. And guess what happened recently? There's a snowstorm that's leaving. Yeah, quite a bit of snow fell in North Dakota. Look, North Dakota's gonna get quite a bit of snow. That's something unexpected, guys. So look, yeah, it's only the 3rd of October, and North Dakota's getting quite a bit of snow. Yep, a couple inches though, but now let's go to weather.gov to see if there's any advisories in effect there. Looks like there is a freeze warning. See if there's anything, what's going on in Bismarck right now. Is it snowing there right now? And it's raining actually. 35 with rain. Yeah, that's a little unusual. It's probably snowing there, but yeah, it's snow. Let's see what Minot is reporting. Let's see, Minot, yep, Minot's getting snow. 1 to 3 inches of snow in the first week of October. That's not like unheard of, but it's pretty unusual. And it looks like it's some pretty heavy snow. I mean, look at that. Looks like some bright banding took place there. Oops, not again. Oh, looks like there's quite a bit of snow here. You're going to see the counterclockwise swirl here. And then this system that's producing all the snow. Let's look at the upper air temperatures. This upper level system is gonna come down. It's gonna give us some rain tomorrow. It's gonna give us some cold air. It's gonna be really chilly Friday because of this system coming through. Oh great! So there's a chance of a tropical disturbance that might form. But that's gonna be pushed out to sea. So here's that cold system coming through. The disturbance might produce some thunderstorms tomorrow. Let's go to convective. Let's look at convection for tomorrow. We had some squally weather that came through today. Looks like not much. Looks like it's gonna be more in Pennsylvania. There might be under threat of some severe weather. I think the National Weather Service, the Storm Prediction Center, might put out perhaps a marginal for tomorrow. Yep. Yep. Put out a marginal exactly as recommended. I mean, yeah, I would put out a marginal for tomorrow too, because see, it's in the warm sector and there's gonna be convection. And let's look at temperatures for tomorrow there. Okay, let's see temperatures for tomorrow in Pennsylvania, especially Western PA. Yep, 87 degrees. Actually, New York City, here's the thing. We had 92 degrees, which is the hottest temperature ever for the month of October. Ever. Like, never, this has never happened before in the history of records. first time in 78 years. I think, yeah. I see. I mean, it's probably happened before, but we hit 92 today. I think that might be an all-time record. I don't think 92 was ever hit in New York City history. Let me see the old record. So far, all of our major climate sites have broken their record high temps for today. It's broken officially at 91. Only the sixth time to hit 90 plus in the month of October. All-time record highs for the month of October were tied at islip. Let's see what they. Mhm. Okay, let's see. Uh-huh. And Newark and broken at Newark. Wow. Now hit 92. Yeah, let's see. That tweet was. Let's see. Huh. 24th. Second temperature. Okay, so it wasn't actually broken. It was actually 94 back on October 5th. So I was wrong. So it's second warmest temperature. 93. So this is not the warmest ever. Well, it's October 23rd. Orange County. Orange County, Yeah, I guess I will. It's October 23rd at 7 p.m. I'm already a Skywarn spotter, but I need to be recertified, so. Also, if any of you live in New York City area, you want to be become spotters yourself, so this is some information you might need. So, yeah, and I'm a big fan of the National Weather Service, so just putting it out there. Let me minimize it and put it up just in case you might not be seeing it, because I forgot that. Yeah, let me just make sure you can see it. Good. Go. So it's going to be Wednesday, October 23rd at 7 p.m. in Orange County Emergency Service Building. So just go to weather.gov/OKX/Sky training. In fact, I'm going to go there myself. I'm just going to show you the link to, and I'm going to put the link in the description as well, because we need a lot of spotters here in New York, because, just want to put it out there. Weather.gov/OKX. Skywarn /OKX. And let's see, Skywarn training. And let's see. And there we go. Let's see, maybe right. Weather.gov/Skywarn training. Looks like it did not go through. Maybe it's under education. Just want to make sure. There we go. There's a link. Weather.gov/OKX. I think I. So got it. All right. So that's the link. So it's actually weather.gov/OKX/Skywarn training. And I think the reason I got it wrong is because I think it was because I put Skywarn in there. There we go. So it's just weather.gov/OKX/Skywarn training. That's all. So do not put um, Skywarn the second time. Just put it in once. Because I was not supposed to put Skywarn in there like that. That's on me, guys. So just bear with me there for a second. And close that all out. Righty. I have too many windows open now. Oops. Those were two windows that are actually important, so. Make sure. Go, let me put that in there. There we go. Edit it. And let me just fix that and analytics. Good, alrighty. And I need a new tab there. And I've just been watching some Yellowstone stuff. And also, I want to publicly thank Greta Thunberg for the speech she did in the UN while I was in Florida, my family. If I wasn't in Florida, I definitely would have went to the climate protest march. I actually was a proud participant in the 2014 People's Climate Marches. I participated in that march, and it's something I'll never forget. It was an amazing march, and unfortunately, well, not we have a president now who does not give a damn about what's going on the world, mankind's impact, even after everything that happened in the Amazon. Literally, the Amazon rainforest is on fire right now because of Bolsonaro's policies of more clear-cutting burning and deforestation. He actually supports a policy of deforestation in favor of in favor of farming. So he's in favor of destroying the ecosystems in the Brazilian rainforest, and he still does not acknowledge his part in this because he allowed the farmers to basically do whatever they want. They set these fires, which unfortunately went out of control because of the drought there right now. And the Amazon are one of the few lungs of the earth. And there's lots of indigenous rainforests that are being destroyed in Brazil, in Indonesia, in Africa, in India. So most of the rainforests around the world are currently being destroyed. This doesn't stop. The Amazon rainforest might become a desert, and or just a grassland. And then what will happen to all those animals, all those? It's just something that's really tragic. It doesn't. It's not just climate change. It's the impact on the animals, on the indigenous people. It's so unfair what those farmers are doing, what the president of Brazil is doing. The Workers' Party of Brazil was doing a lot to protect the rainforest of Brazil, and now the Social Liberal Party of Brazil, formerly a left wing party, has gone far to the right. In fact, they're so far to the right they actually want to bring back the Brazilian Empire. They want to bring back the monarchy, like the small branch of that government, of that party. It's like unbelievable how far right that party is. It's the PSD of Brazil. I think it's PSD. Yeah, yeah. Social Democratic Party. Brazil is abbreviated PSD. It is a disgusting. Oh, not the PSD. My bad. The Social Liberal Party, not the. Sorry, wrong party. Uh, like it's the PSL. Sorry. Yeah, Milton. Yeah, it's right wing to far right, and I mean it used to be historically it was more left wing actually, but I mean Jair Bolsonaro even. Sorry, I know I'm going to politics right now, but guys, yeah, you know what? Forget about politics. And now he's PSL now, center right. So he founded a party. Yeah. So he's the one who founded the party. Income tax. Wow. So it was founded as a social liberal party, surprisingly. Hmm. So actually, yes. I'm just looking at history. You know what? Yeah, I'm not supposed to be doing this. This is okay. Let's focus more on the weather. Got sidetracked again. Okay. CNN. Let's go to. Actually, yeah, I was talking about the weather for the week. Let's go and talk about the forecast. Alrighty. Let's look at the GFS now. The 18Z run, and let's look at the next possible cold blast, which will come down. The current one is affecting North Dakota, and you know, gonna head down. Then we're gonna have another cold blast, and models are hinting that at the end of October, middle of October, in about a week from now, there's gonna be a beginning of a very strong cold blast, which is normal for the middle of October. Exactly. Well, let's see. Let's see here. Wow, actually, the model run last night had a hurricane going into Florida. I'm just going to show you that right now. This is last night's run of the GFS. Mm-hmm. And I think it was either the 18Z run yesterday or I think it was a run today. I was looking at. Yes, the Arctic is warming more than the. Yes, the Arctic is warming. The poles. let's look here. I think it was the 6Z run today. Or was it the 12Z run today? I don't know the exact run, but it was today. There we go. Yep, it was a 12Z run today. So this is what I want to show you guys. This is really scary. I mean, it's showing a hurricane coming up Yucatan and then going to Florida. This looks like a track just like Hurricane Wilma. In fact, let's look at the Atlantic. Well, actually, let's go to the Atlantic. Let's see how it formed. And did it form like Wilma? Because Wilma formed here, went into the Yucatan, and then went up the coast like that. Went into Florida like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So similar track to Wilma. Only a little further north this time. I mean, that's the 12Z. Of course, I don't know what the 18Z is going to say about this. I mean, the midnight run. But. And there's a secondary cold blast coming in. Or. There's a secondary cold blast. And also, let's go back to continental United States, or the continuous United States. Let's look at some snowfall. Ready? Oh, look at that. That's going to be quite a storm. 2 feet. Let's see, that's only one model. Let's see if that's, yep. It looks like there will be a ferocious storm affecting Winnipeg, affecting Edmonton, and looks like Edmonton's going to get a pretty big storm. Edmonton may be a little north of that. So areas between Edmonton and North Dakota might get a pretty ferocious storm. Find the exact, I think it might actually be Saskatoon and get that really bad storm. Let's see which areas. It looks like Winnipeg. Winnipeg is south of Lake Winnipeg. So that's Lake Winnipeg right there. So some snow is possible for, looks like this area is going to get it really bad. And let's see what towns are over there. So it looks like Yorkton, Dauphin. No, Edmonton is well west, so Edmonton is like over here. So it looks like Edmonton is not going to get any snow from this. Looks like it's going to be Lake Winnipeg and Lake Winnipego. Yeah. Looks like these small towns here are going to get swamped with snow. And it's going to go into here. Regina's here. Let's see. So, looks like Regina is going to get a pretty good amount of snow. Let's look to northern Great Plains. See where Regina is. Regina. Just north. Oh yeah, looks like Regina might actually get quite a bit of snow from this. Let's go to continental United States. Looks like, what is that? What body of water is that? Yep, and this is where the protest happened. They wanted to protect it from. Yep. This is where it happened. Alrighty. Let's go to Regina. Alrighty, looks like Regina will be in this area. And yeah, Regina's gonna get. Looks like this run has getting quite a bit of snow. Maybe up to about 5 to 10 inches, according to this run. I mean, that's still like a week out. this isn't unheard of. I mean, it's pretty unusual to get snow this early and this much. But keep in mind, this is a pretty powerful cold blast. And they're going to 18Z. So this is a little unusual. And let's go to, now I'm going to go to earthquakes. It hasn't really been much today. I'm just going to check if anything happened. Okay, this is definitely not related to the Long Valley caldera. This is along a fault line. Let's see what fault that is. Alrighty, those faults. Looks like this was near the Owens Creek. Owens River Gorge Fault Zone. Yeah, Long Valley Fault Zone. So this is actually the rim of the caldera. These faults are actually the rim faults. So this is the rim of the caldera here. So not much quakes today, only 7 past 24 hours. Let's go 7 days on magnitudes, and it's gonna really increase. See what they're showing here? 176 earthquakes. Most of them clustered right in this area. 146 earthquakes. And let's go to 7 days, 2.5 plus, and there was a 2.6. So not too bad. 3.0. But that's outside of the rim of the caldera. The rim of the caldera ends right in that area. But this could be, as Ben Ferraiolo said in one of his videos, related to fluid migration. Right, and also there was a 4.0 in Texas. Could be related to fracking, because since fracking activity started like 10 years ago, a lot of strong earthquakes in that area. And let's switch gears now and look back at sea surface temperatures. We'll look at that right now. Mm-hmm. Well, based on what I'm seeing here, guys, I can basically rest assured that this winter is going to be pretty cold. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be brutal cold, but it's gonna be cold. Why? Because of all this warm water here. But the fact that most of it is over here and not over here, I could say it's not gonna be super cold. But this, if this warmth was over here, I would say it's gonna be brutal cold. Because when you have a lot of blocking, a lot of warm water here, you support a ferocious blocking pattern. And yes, that is true. The jet stream is caused by temperature differentials in between the Arctic and the tropics. And the worse climate change will get, the stronger the jet stream will be, because not only will temperature differentials increase or actually decrease between the Arctic and the tropics, because the Arctic is going to get warmer, tropic is going to get warmer, but you will have wild swings in the jet stream. The jet stream will not be more zonal anymore, it will actually be more unstable, because you'll have stronger blocking patterns, you will have more ferocious storms. So instead of having a flat path, jet stream will have more wild up and downs, and the jet stream winds will increase. Because the jet stream actually works to more create equilibrium around the world, to move air patterns around, and because of combination of man-made climate, man-made global warming, oscillations, natural variations in Earth's climate, it will work to create very wild swings in the jet stream. Sometimes you have the warm phases in the ocean, the PDO, the AMO, and other oscillations around the world that I don't know yet. But as you can see, the southern hemisphere is very cold right now. Most of the southern hemisphere is pretty chilly. I believe this is because of melting from Greenland, from Antarctica and the ice sheets, because of fresh water permeating the entire Southern Ocean. Thank you so much. And also, so because of this permeation of the Southern Ocean with heavy, dense, fresh water from the glaciers, and also colder water, it's cooling down the waters. Wow, this is pretty unusual. Usually it's supposed to be warmer here. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Looks like our new El Nino is going to develop. Seeing this is leading me to believe a new El Nino is going to develop soon. Yeah, usually this is very unusual, guys. To have very cold waters around Australia and have cold. There's a little bit of an El Nino type pattern developing. Looks like there's going to be a lot of heavy rains on Ecuador, flooding. That leads me to believe Australia is having a drought right now. Yep, I was right. Australia, yep, Australia drought 2000. You know why Australia is having a drought? This is why. Look at all that cold water right here surrounding Australia. Cold water surrounding Australia always leads to drought. Yeah. In order for Australia to get out of its drought, you'll have to have surrounding warm waters here. Same thing with South America. When the coast of South America has cold water surrounding, you get a drought. This is leading me to believe that there's going to be some heavy rains in Ecuador. See if there's any flooding there. Ecuador flooding. Uh-huh. See anything recent? Let me see if there's anything in the news recently. 2 weeks ago, 4 days ago, no. Wave of frogs, no. Looks like not much. No, looks like nothing. But this might be pretty recent. Yeah. So, yeah. I think Ecuador is going to get some pretty bad flooding in the next few weeks. The drought in Australia, from what I believe, will abate soon because warm waters are starting to redevelop here. Mm-hmm. So the drought started in 2018, from what I saw in Google searches. It's the end of December. Definitely some cold water surrounding Australia. Looks like Indonesia is going to be having some drought conditions too. I don't know if this is related to volcanic activity because Krakatoa had a big Krakatoa had a big eruption. There was a pretty big eruption here. In fact, there's been some pretty sizable eruptions here. This could be related to volcanic activity, possibly, especially since it's mostly centered in this area. Because Krakatoa had its big eruption in August. I mean, in end of December, beginning of January. I want to see if this had an impact. July. This could be weather related or this could be volcanic. Uh, haven't really found anything huge on volcanic news yet, except that Shivelich volcano in Kamchatka had a pretty sizable eruption. So Kamchatka had a pretty sizable eruption to 30,000 feet. Uh, Shivelich. Yeah, it's on Shivelich. Mm-hmm. There we go, 30,000 feet. Pyroclastic flow. There's also a video of the eruption if you all want to see it. So, there's the eruption there. Boom! Oh, wow. I mean, it has frequent eruptions, so because of that, the pressure is constantly released. You're not going to have one gigantic eruption. So, that's pretty impressive. Look at that right there. Right there, right there. Look at that. Look at that. That's a pretty explosive eruption, and the timestamp should be. See what the timestamp is? Per left. Yeah, there's a timestamp. Timestamp is upper right corner. So it's going in minutes. Okay, let's see. There we go. Looks like the eruption continued for a good 20-30 minutes. And it's still venting. But then column kind of weakened. Yeah, and then it ceased. Yeah, it lasted about an hour. See when the eruption started. Right there. 23 timestamp is 23:39:59. So it's actually every minute. Looks like it lasted like 40 minutes about. And this is when it started, right around here. This is when the eruption started. So you have nothing a minute before it starts. Absolutely nothing. Let's see the sign. If there's any sign of that impending eruption. Everything seemed normal, and then just suddenly, just a sudden eruption. Just, oh, there's a pyroclastic flow. You can actually see the pyroclastic flow right here. Yep, there's a pyroclastic flow. You just saw it descend right here. Yep. And the pyroclastic flow happened right over here. Because see that dark mark there? Wasn't there before. That is pretty impressive. So yeah, that's pretty impressive. Oh right. So anyway, goes to continues. So 40,000 feet. looks like it has constant eruptions. You have eruptions every few years. Look at that, 1999 to ongoing. So it's just never stopping. Just never ceases having eruptions. See if there's any other news on any other volcanoes. It looks like, oh, Manan volcano looks like 10,000 feet. Alrighty, looks like there's a little plume there, Manan. Oh yes, that volcano. Oh, looks like another one there. Wait. What is that? Red means fire. It could be a ship. You see, there's an island there. Yeah, looks like I already have Google. Alrighty. It's in Papua New Guinea area. There's Manam right here. And then Papua New Guinea. And it's that island. Let's see, find the position. Alrighty. It looks like that was that. Cadavar Island is still erupting. Oh, I had a feeling that was Cadavar. Looks like Cadavar is having another eruption. Mine's October 2nd. Ulawan again. Ulawan. Anything for Cadavar. And its last update is October 17th. August 18th is the last update. And yet, I clearly see a plume coming from Cadavar. Yeah. Cadavar is still erupting. Guys, Cadavar volcano is still erupting. Look at that. You could clearly see it on satellite imagery. There's a plume coming from Cadavar. Okay, that's Manam. That's Manam. That is Bam Island. There, Bloop Bloop Island. That's Bloop Bloop right there. That's Bam Island, Bloop Bloop, and Cadavar. And you can clearly see Cadavar right there, still erupting. And I'm gonna go to Himawari 8 right now. Himawari 8. And I'm gonna go to that general direction, and I'm gonna see if there's still a plume coming from Cadavar, or from Manam, or Uluwan. Uluwan. I think it's pronounced Uluwan. It's Uluwan volcano. So let's see. Let's go to real time. And of course, there's, where would Uluwan be? Okay, Uluwan would be here. I don't see any plume coming there. There's Cadavar. There's where would Manam be? There it is. There's Cadavar right there. Come on, clear up already. plume. Yeah, I still see a plume coming there. Alrighty. No, looks, yeah, plume. And it looks like that eruption ceased. I no longer see a plume from Uluwin, or from Kadavar, but Manamis still has a small plume there. Mm-hmm. It's probably a river there. I see it. Could be a forest fire. Let's see what's there. Oh nope, it's a river. So I thought it was. I thought it was a river. It's all the sediments that are leaving the river. That's how it leaves, basically. It goes up, curves, and goes out. So that is, what bay is that? Looks like it, the water, that river, wow, starts all the way here. May River. And looks like, I think that's the May River. Mm-hmm. Sepik River. Looks like it changes name. But the river that starts is called the May. It's called the May River. And then the May River then feeds into one big river called, main river is called, let me see the name. Bine, is that the river name or is that? It's the Sepik River. So this is the Sepik River right here. And let's go to, well, yesterday. Wait, when is that update from? October 2nd. So it's from yesterday. So yesterday they said it was erupting, and it's still erupting today. Well, it's having some emissions. There is Manam right there. Manam frequently has explosive eruptions, sometimes occasionally to 50 or 60,000 feet. Yeah, still having a plume. Oops. Yeah, let's see. So what volcano is that? That looks like that is the Karkar Island volcano. And it looks like it has a pretty big caldera too. Uluman. 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 This is Manam. This is Uluman, not Uluwan. So Mount Uluman. It's a caldera actually. It's actually a caldera. You can clearly see, a hill and then a volcano in the center. So this is clearly a Soma type stratovolcano with a crater developing in the center. So this is a Soma type volcano. Uh, wow. The latest eruptions on the island, 1970s, there's a large volume of lava covered 70% of the inner caldera's floor, while 79% produced no lava flow, but killed two volcanologists. Erupted. Hmm. Karkar Island. Let me see if it. I mean, the fact it has a caldera is pretty scary, but it's a pretty big island, so it's not a huge caldera, but it does have one. Let's look at Himawari. Righty. That's Uluman. And that Olorain, so that is Uluwan right here. Clearly no eruption from Uluwan here. You can clearly see a ring of clouds around the mountain. The mountain should be right about here. That's a caldera right there. So let's look here. Let's see if there's any other volcanoes. Reventador, Sabayanka. No, Sabankaya. Explosive activity continues, and Nevados de Chilean is continuing to have explosive activity too. I would not consider a 12,000 plume explosive. It's like explosive, not extremely. You know, it's moderately explosive. Let's see, Etna, dark plume. So Ulawun. So it's Ulawun. So Manam and Ulawun. Let me see if I pronounce it correctly. So it's Manam and Ulawun. Ulawun having an eruption. So Sabancaya in Peru and Rivantador having eruptions in Peru, and Nevados de Chilean having eruptions in Chile. So I'm trying to see if I'm pronouncing those names correctly. Alrighty, let's see here. Morning time. So see plumes. Let's go to this time last 24 hours ago. So early morning, basically midday for them. Also on the second, so same day for them. And from what I can tell, let's see. There is that eruption. See a little plume there. Oh, there's that plume. It looks like it had a small eruption. Catawar had a small eruption, yeah. Looks like there was a small eruption from Catawar. It wasn't big, but I did see a plume from Catawar there, so. And you can clearly see there's red. You know what that means, red? That's a heat signature. Yeah. You can clearly see an ash plume, a smoke plume from the volcano. Yeah, Kandahar is a tiny volcanic island that had to be evacuated last year when it had an unexpected eruption. Let's go right now. It looks like that activity has ceased. I don't know if that's from. No, that's not from the volcano. So I'm going back 2 hours. So that's the volcano that was evacuated. That's Manam and that's Kandahar. Do you see, guys? You see that? That is the sun right on top of them. That is the sun directly over them. Let's go back 10 minutes only. Boom. 10 minutes. Do you know where the sun would be 10 minutes ago? 10 minutes prior? So it'll be somewhere like over here. Unbelievable. Look at that. That is so incredible. Wow. That is just incredible. That is the first time I've ever seen that. And it looks like, oh, wait, that's October 1st. Oops. Let's see if that's happened today too. Looks like nothing is going on. A small plume there. Mm-hmm. So let me go to USGS to see if anything has happened geologically. And pretty big earthquake, 5.2, October 10th, October 2nd, no, so nothing. I think in the past 24 hours, looks like 2.2, and it looks like, and it's, could that be a spasmodic tremor? Ben Ferriolo said that spasmodic tremors had stopped. It could just be a very deep earthquake, but it could be a spasmodic tremor. Wow, isn't that interesting? Oh, an appearance of volcanic tremor. Wow, this is from 1983. Intensive micro earthquake swarms with the appearance of volcanic tremor have been observed in the southwest part of the Long Valley caldera, southeastern California. This activity, possibly associated with magma injection, began 6 weeks after several strong magnitude 6 plus earthquakes in the south area of the caldera. Wow. And has continued sporadically to the present time. The earthquake sequence and magmatic activity are part of a broad increase in tectonic activity in a 15,000 square kilometer region surrounding the White Mountain seismic gap, with an area with high potential for the next major earthquake in the Western Great Basin. Wow. And since those three major 6 plus earthquakes, nothing happened. So 1982 changes in elevation between 1970 and October 1980 along a leveling line across the Long Valley caldera indicate a broad, half width 15 kilometers uplift maximum of 0.25 meters centered on the old resurgent dome. The uplift is consistent with reinflation of a magma reservoir at a depth of about 10 kilometers. Stresses generated by this magmatic activity may have caused a sequence of 4 magnitude 6 earthquakes near Mammoth Lakes in May 1980. So this is very interesting. And let's see now if anything has happened. So, oh, there's that sun again. Let's see. Same time. Oops. And you can see the sun right here. That's the sun passing directly over those islands. So, yep, same thing happened again. So I'm about to end the video because I'm going to be going to bed soon. Just you reset it. Nothing. Let's see. And a 4.1. 4.7. 3 days. Oh yeah, 6.0. Yeah, so those are just aftershocks. 3.7. And yep, that's part of the possibly part of the New Madrid seismic zone. And what fault is that part of? And it looks like right on the El Snorri fault zone. So Wildemar fault, right on it, like literally right on the fault. That's the Willard fault. It looks like it happened on the Willard fault. Yep. And right on the Willard fault. And let's see. Let's see if anything changed. One is right here. Uluman is right here, and Manam is right here in Canavar. So there's several volcanoes. Small plumes still emanating from Manam. Nothing explosive, nothing indicative of a huge eruption. That's good news. And waiting for that to go away. That looks to be weather related. Yeah. So the volcano's actually here. And yeah, it looks like there's nothing going on there. So everything seems to be quiet right now geologically. A couple of volcanic eruptions, but those always happen in Peru, so. Nam, Owen, Mountain. Well, thank you all for watching, and good night.